Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody is amazing. Hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Alright, so we're going to be doing the regular question and answer, plus we're going to be doing some Hangar reviews. So just remember, if I am doing a Hangar review, that might take a little bit away from people's questions, but it's going to be more about a Hangar review than a Q&A, I guess. So those are going to take trump on this type of stream. All right. Let me go ahead and change something really quickly. All right. So actually, I guess I need to have the game open to do this. I wasn't thinking clearly. War Robots needs to be open. All right, let me open that up. I don't know, I'm just trying to do it like normal, and then I'm like, hey, wait, I need to open the game. So yeah. We'll get that open here. But yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody. Awesome to see you guys. Alright, so let me see. I see somebody posting an ID. So Mech wants a Hangar review, so let me go ahead and try and get this going. Go away, 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 all your stuff. I'm trying to review Hangars. Alright, so what I'll go ahead and do is hit create a custom game. How do I do this? I haven't looked up somebody's Hangar in a while. How do I do this, guys? I don't remember. I don't think I'm very prepared. I think it's this. Okay. No matches found for that ID, it says. Clan search. Wait, that's for a clan. I'm on the wrong thing. I suck. Hold on. Wait for my... I'm an idiot, so you gotta kind of wait for me to get this right. I know I messed that up. 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, Lord. I can't figure out how to get out of here now. I am stuck. I'm stuck in here. Holy crap, holy. Yeah, this stream is not going very well. I apologize. I don't want a clan. How do I find the people? Oh my gosh. My League, Friends, Legend League, no. I don't know how to do this. I have not looked up another player in years. It's got to be in here somewhere. There's a custom... I'm not trying to create people to a game. I'm trying to look up their hangars. What the heck? I don't think it used to be such a pain in the ass to do something so simple. What the heck? I have no idea how to do this. There used to be a thing for search for commanders, and it was really easy to find. What have they done here? Oh my god. They've messed it all up. Create a squad. Well, this is to invite players. We're not inviting players to a squad. We're trying to find their hangars. Alright, I don't know how to do this, guys. I have no freaking idea. Alright, you guys are saying create a custom game? There used to be another way to do this. This is ridiculous. Do I have to do it like this? Yeah, there used to be a thing that said search for commanders. No, I can't look at this hangar. I can only challenge him to a game. This is redonkulous. This is redonkulous. Come on. I don't think I'm ever going to do a hangar review stream again, honestly. This is crap. This is crap. You used to be able to just find people. I don't understand why they have it set up like this. That doesn't make any sense. Ridiculous. Why would they change it? I don't understand why they're doing what they're doing on certain things, but whatever. We found it. Alright, we found it. So this is Mech's Hangar, guys. I'm sorry, everybody. Alright, so he's got Ophion with pulsars. Yeah, sweet. I'm not so sure about that drone. That's an interesting choice of a drone. I mean, I guess if you get a lot of kills on that thing, that would come in pretty handy. So he's got the Nether with the spears. And the Deltaki. Oh my god, he's got the Crazy Crisis with the, whatever you call it, drone. He's got the Typhon with the Blights. Yeah, this is a very nice hangar, man. I'm not sure if that would be my personal first choice for a drone on the Ophion, but besides that, that's a pretty sweet hangar. The only thing I really see that could be a problem is the Aether, right? Freaking Newton will pick up that Aether and zap it and destroy it instantly. But besides that, man, that's a really awesome hangar. Awesome hangar. So yeah, I like it. Alright, so now let's go check out who knows who, man, wants a review. So let's go check out his hangar. I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer many questions if I'm doing the hangar reviews, but you know what? We'll go ahead and do it. Alright, so you're a diamond player for iOS. So you've got a Lynx with 2 incinerators. For a diamond, that's pretty awesome. Personally, I think the incinerators have a little bit too long of a reload time, but not bad. I mean, eventually you're going to want to try and get new drones, but those will definitely work for Diamond League. So you've got kind of like a Frankenstein build on a Hawk. I'll take it. You know, I could play that. You got 2 Reapers, a Scald, and it keeps those. So if you're going to run the 2 Reapers, I would probably try to get 2 matching weapons on the small ones. I mean, the Skull and the Kisvos are both pretty cool, but I would much rather have 2 things that match there, but that'll definitely work for now. I would probably look into getting another Scald or another Kisvos. Either way, I think that would be a good setup no matter which route you went. So the Kefri with 4 Punishers, hey man, those Punishers are doing pretty good. I mean, eventually you might outgrow these Punishers, but that's great for Diamond. I would look into maybe trying to get some Pulsars for this, maybe some Sonics. Blights can be pretty cool on here. Like anything that hits a little harder once you get up into the higher leagues will probably be a better choice. But yeah, that's a nice setup for now. You got the Typhon with the 4 Punisher Ts. The only thing I have bad to say about that is a 10-second reload time. Punisher Ts are actually really good weapons. I mean, I just did that video where I played those and they rocked it out. So yeah, I'll take it. I like it. And then you got a Fenrir with a Corona Puncher and a Corona. Now, this is where I'm going to make some criticisms. Coronas, in my opinion, I don't like them one bit. I would try to get something else. I mean, I would almost run anything over the Coronas myself. I hate Coronas. They just don't seem to do enough damage for me. I would either try and get 2 Magnetars maybe, or 2 Terrans on there instead. You can build both of those in the workshop, but I just don't like the Coronas. They're not my favorite. What's up, Nightcrawler? Nice to see ya. How you doing today? Nightcrawler says, I actually caught one. I've seen you on a lot of streams, my friend. Been a little while, but yeah, Awesome to have you here. Sammy the Noob. What's going on, man? Ah, Sammy says you can find people where the trophies are. Is that what it is? I know there used to be a much easier way to do that. This seems to work though. What's up, Lil? How you doing? Rags, nice to see ya. So let's see, did anybody post an ID for a review or not? It doesn't look like. Oh, Lil, okay, we got one here. Let's copy that. Let's find... Look, it's broken. It won't let me remove him. Huh. Something weird has happened here. The invite for ID thing is gone. You said I can find it in trophies? My League. Friends. Legends League. And... yeah, I don't see anything here. Nothing's there. This game is kind of screwy on how they have a few of the things set up. I don't quite get it, but... that's gonna mess up custom games really bad, man. You can't invite people by ID. You can only invite one person by ID and that's it. I don't know why they changed that. You used to be able to pretty much invite anybody you wanted. Alright, so you're an Expert 2 player on iOS. Okay. I would say this is, besides the fact that you don't have any drones, you're going to destroy everybody else with this hangar. So it looks like he's got himself an Ochi-Kochi. Jeez, oh man. The expert players probably hate you. You got the Unknown Seraph, you got the Bahu Lynx, the two Ochi-Kochis, and a Crisis. Reapers, Spikes and Needles, Redeemers, Decays, and on here you got the Spikes and Needles. Man, get some drones on there and level stuff up a little more, and that's all about I have to say about that. You got Nodens, which is a cool Titan. You got the Pantagruel weapons. I would work on leveling the weapons and the Titan up a little bit, but yeah, for an expert hangar, that's actually really good. I mean, I don't really have too much to say about this, honestly. Now, Spikes and Needles aren't as good as they used to be. Spikes and Needles aren't doing the damage that they once were, so that's really my only complaint, is you might think about replacing those with something else eventually. They're awesome for the shield, but, you know, kind of low DPS right now because they shoot kind of slowly. But yeah, overall, that's a really good hangar. Add some drones, level things up a little bit. I mean, you got level 7, level 8, level 6. Weapons are a little bit low level, but basically, if you level that stuff up, it would be doing pretty awesome, I would say. Alright, let me go back through the chat here. Oh, everything at once wants a review here. I'm not used to doing these hangar reviews, so hopefully I don't suck at it. This is my first time really doing hangar reviews, so yeah. If I suck at hangar reviews, I apologize. We're going to give it a go, though. Alright, let's see what you got here. Alright, so you're a diamond player on PC. Alright, the first thing I see is a Newton. That's an interesting weapon setup, but it'll definitely work. I would probably work on getting some different weapons, like stuff that matches a little better. So you got an Invader with some really nice shotguns. A Mesa Cudgel and a Splinter. That's not too bad. I could play the heck out of that. You got a Lynx with flamethrowers, very nice. A Sonic Fenrir, a Shell with flamethrowers, and an Amugi with the blights and hazards. Got decent drones, decent pilots on everything. I mean, that's an overall pretty nice hangar actually. I mean, Mace, Cudgel, Splinter doesn't exactly all work together well on the reload times. The reloads are going to be a little bit weird with that, but yeah. I would much rather have 3 weapons that match the reloads a little bit better, but I can't really complain about that. I mean, those are 3 really good weapons. If you like playing the flamethrowers, flamethrowers are nice. They're hard to use. That's my only complaint about the flamethrowers is they're hard to use, but they do a lot of damage, so if you're proficient with them, this hangar will beat some people up. So you got a barrel drone on the shell. I would prefer a beak. I think I would prefer a beak on the shell over a barrel, but barrel is fine. So whiteout on a Mugi, that's not a bad deal. You got Nebula on a Fenrir. Not bad. I would much rather have a beak, but a Nebula will be a very good choice if you don't have one of those. And then you got 2 lockdown weapons here on these 2. So, yeah. I mean, lockdown drones. That's a nice hangar, man. I like it for the most part. Especially for Diamond League. That is excellent for Diamond League. Like, excellent for Diamond League. Alright, so let's see. Does anybody else want a hangar thingy dingy? There we go. Copy. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out today. You guys are amazing. Let me invite you by ID. And let's see what you got. Okay, so you're an expert 1 player. So you got a Retro Crisis with Reapers at level 6, a level 5 Dread Shell, a 7 Lynx, an unknown Ochikochi at level 10, and a Harpy, and a Rook. So for Expert, I think your levels are a little bit low. You might want to level these things up a little bit more, right? Level 5, level 6, that's very low level. You should be more around like level 10 to level 12 stuff in Expert if you really want to do well, in my opinion. So you got 2 Scorchers and a Calamity. So I don't like the Scorchers mainly because I think the reload time is a little bit too long, and I love the Calamity, but right now I don't think the Calamity is a great weapon because there's so many things that go into stealth. You're probably losing your lock on a lot. If there weren't so many things going into the stealth, Calamities would be amazing weapons, but the other thing about Calamity is they hit harder the closer you get up, and you're probably not really playing your Harpy at a close range, so I think I would probably try to replace the Calamity with something else if you can. I don't think that's a very good fit unless you're actually brawling with that thing. Alright, so you got Shatter, Tamer, Magnetar, and Havoc on the Ochikochi. That's kind of a terrible build. Not terrible, but those weapons aren't going to work well together. I think I would probably start building either all sound weapons, or I would go with Magnetars. Like the Tamer is a really good weapon. I do like that a lot. I might try and do a Tamer. You know, you got the Magnetar. Maybe build some more Pulsars and Magnetars to put on there or something. I think that would be pretty good. So you got the stakes on the Lynx. Overall, that's a pretty good setup. Dread Shell with a Spear, a Decay, and a Blight. I would probably try and get another Blight to replace the Spear. Nice setup overall, though. I mean, the Spear is going to work pretty well because that doesn't really have a reload time, so that's not a problem. I would just prefer to have 3 matching weapons there, but that'll work. I mean, that's pretty decent. We got a Retro Crisis with all Reapers, so you're good there. I just think maybe there's a couple weapons that could be a little bit better. You might want to try and get a couple of drones. I mean, drones are important. Even if you just get a really basic crappy drone, that's better than nothing. So even if you throw starters on there or a discus or something for now, I don't know if you have anything, but something's better than nothing until you can get some better drones. But yeah, I mean, overall, that's a pretty nice hangar for an expert player if it was leveled up a little more. So Retaliator, I would probably try and get rid of that as quickly as possible and replace it with something else. I personally don't like the Basilisk weapons. They're very good weapons, but they're hard to aim, and they also run out of ammo really quickly. If you're lagging just a little bit, you're going to miss most of the shots. So maybe I would try to get some, Veyron and Avoros or all Maha and Maha Vajras for it. But yeah, overall, not too bad. So yeah, I'm probably going to have a hard time answering people's questions and reviewing hangars, guys. So Nightcrawler, glad you're doing good, buddy. That's awesome. Yeah. Overall, not too bad. Alright, did anybody else post a thingy-dingy there? Oh, Winning Gaming. You would like a hangar review, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's kick this guy out of here. It won't let me kick him out. Look at this. Join. No. This is malfunctioning. I guess I have to leave and come back. This is just bad. The way this is set up. I don't like how they got this set up these days. Bad designing on the finding other players thing. Alright. Control V. So you're in bronze 3 and you're a PC player. So in bronze, I don't expect to see anything good here. Let's go see what this looks like. Alright, so you got the Alcuin. That's great for somebody in bronze, but remember that is going to be, you will outgrow that very, very quickly as you move up in the leagues. That robot dies extremely easily. The Outgong is a cool robot that will carry you into like the mid leagues, but you are going to want to replace that eventually, I do believe. And you got a Leo. Leo is a great starter robot. I like the Leos a lot. I mean, it's another one that you are going to outgrow and want to replace, but I mean, those are great starter robots. So no pilots, no drones. Okay, so you got Magnums. Unfortunately, Magnums aren't really that wonderful these days. They're overall a very disappointing weapon, so this whole setup eventually is going to need replaced as you move up in leagues a little bit. Tulumba is one of the worst weapons in the game. Ballistas, I'm not really super familiar with those. I don't really know much about a ballista. Storms, don't really like it too much. Gecko, Thunder, Magnums. Thunders, I think, are a really good setup, but overall, I mean, for somebody who's brand new to the game, that hangar is going to work. But I wouldn't put too many resources into any of the stuff you have right here. I mean, I might get that Leo... I might get that Leo and the Alcuin up to level 8 or level 9. But I would probably stop around there. And when you start getting better stuff, then focus on the better stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's a good hangar for somebody in bronze. I was expecting to see more like a couple of Cossacks or something. So yeah, great bronze hangar. Not a great higher league hangar or a mid league hangar, but a great bronze hangar. Now, for somebody that's only got 3 hangar slots, I would highly suggest not spending any of your gold until you have all 5 hangar slots open. That's actually very important to have all 5. What's up, GM? Smileys, hey. What's up, Ganchi? What's going on? Josie, what's up? Nice to see you guys. Oscar, hey. So I guess we're mainly focusing on hangar reviews today. But no, I mean, don't get me wrong. For a starting hangar, that's excellent. Excellent for a starter hangar. For Bronze League. All right, Sandrong has a ID for me to check out. Invite by ID. Let's see what this hangar looks like. What do you got here? All right, you're an expert player on iOS. You've got a level 9 Newton with Kristen, Belova, and Christians. Particularly, I don't care for those weapons. I feel like if there's anything that moves fast, unfortunately, those weapons will kind of miss and either do no damage or very little splash damage. So if you're shooting at something that moves slow, those aren't too bad, but I don't really prefer those. I don't really like those weapons. All right, so you got an Erebus with 3 Prismas. Now, if the Prismas work for you, that's a great setup. Personally, I don't like the Prismas, but I don't think they're bad weapons. I think they're actually pretty decent. So if you enjoy playing those and you're doing good with them, that's a great setup on your robot with the Deltaki there. So you got a Skyros with sonic weapons. And a frozen thingy-dingy drone over there, whatever they call it. Frozen, whatever it is. I forget, but that's a good setup. I forget the name of that thing. Can I click on it? There we go. Oh, Iron Hearth. Iron Hearth is not a bad drone. It's probably not the world's greatest drone, but you know, it's okay. It's good for now until you can get something better. So we got the Cryptic Fenrir with Sonics and a Kestrel and a Bernadette Wolf, so that's really good right there. Awesome setup. So those are all Mark II weapons. You got the Lynx with the spear weapons or the harpoons or whatever the heck you want to call them. Nice drone, nice pilot. We got the Ochikochi with mace, cudgel, mace. Yeah. Oh, you got the shotgun pilot as well. Overall, that's a nice hangar. Everything's at a pretty decent level, I would say. I would probably try and level up the Erebus and the Ochi a little bit. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, I would probably replace that drone eventually. I mean, that drone's going to work for now, but I would try and probably look into getting something, I don't know, something different. Yeah, overall, not too bad for a expert hangar. I think you're doing pretty good with that. All right, so we got another ID here. Let's see what this one... Oh, the players has forbidden invites, so I can't see what you have there, bud. Janchi, did I already get you? Hold on, let me check. Now I'm going to start forgetting who I've already done and who I haven't. No matches found. That ID doesn't work for some reason. Alright, so Angelo Tover wants one. So if I miss anybody's ID, I apologize. There's a bunch of people commenting and the IDs are going down the line. So I'm doing my best to try and get these in order, but there's a pretty good chance I might miss some here or there. Alright, so you are a Diamond 3 player on PC. You got a level 10 Nodens with Pantagruels and Vajras. That's an okay setup. I'd rather have all matching weapons. Alright, so you got Skyros. That's great for the extra shield. I mean, those are still my favorite Skyros weapons because the shield you get from those is excellent. You got Arden and Mugi with a Havoc, a Cudgelant, and a Deceiver. Alright. Guy with the name I can't pronounce. Yes. He donated $1.99 in whatever language, whatever you call that is. Whatever currency that is. I'll grab you next, buddy. Thank you. So we got a Crisis with Reaper, Cestus, and Hawanji. Personally, I don't think I would like the Hawanjis on here. I would probably try and get all Cestus or all Reapers if possible. The Hawanji, the reload's going to mess you up, I think. That's just not going to work well with the other stuff. But yeah, everything is going to be reloading and probably working at wacky times. So I think that would be a little bit hard to play. Alright, so Panadas, terrible weapons. I would try to replace those as quickly as possible. I mean, in Diamond, maybe they're doing okay still, but the Panadas will, you will need to replace those when you start moving up a little bit more. You're probably struggling with those right now, I would imagine. Those are just really bad weapons overall. I mean, they might have been good down there in like the first couple of leagues, but yeah, replace the Panadas. You got stakes on the links, that'll definitely work. So you do have drones on everything, so I see a lot of the drones are basic, and that's just fine, you know. Those are working until you can get better stuff. So for a diamond hangar, it doesn't look too bad. I would work on trying to get all of your weapons and robots to at least like level 8 though. I would say between level 6 to level 8 is where all of your weapons and robots should be right now. And definitely try and replace those Panadas because those just don't work for pretty much anything these days, unfortunately. Alright, let's get this one here. Spotify. Your name is Spotify. Let's see what you got here. Oh.
Thank you.
I'm guessing that's not your main hangar.
You are awesome.
He's got Boa's Golem shoots.
Hedgeter donated £1.99 through Super Chat. May I get a review?
I guess that is your main hangar.
Rupees 0. Thanks for your effort.
I'm guessing you put this in to be funny, huh? That's a good one, actually. Now, personally, I don't think I would be able to play this hangar very well. I like it, though. That's good. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't play this hangar. Or this hangar. Or this hangar. But, you know. I would say replace everything. Except for maybe the Titan. Alright. Nice, nice. Drifter, what's up, buddy? Ah, man, there's so many IDs coming in right now, guys. I know this is going to be hard to get everybody if all these IDs are coming in. I'm trying. But yeah, this is going to be hard. Yeah, that gave me a good laugh, a good chuckle. Thank you. If you're actually playing that and you're doing good with it, you're probably got to be like the world's best player right there. Alright. We got a Diamond League player here. So you got Skyros with Theseus. You've got the Invader with... What is this guy? Invaders increased ability damage. Alright. That'll work. Ravena with sonic weapons and a... Spike. I really can't complain about that. You got 2 Havocs and something that gives you a shield and never-ending ammo. Not perfectly ideal, but good setup. So we got a Sheriff Demeter with a Fainter, an Atomizer, and a Razdor. And that's a little bit weird. I think everything's going to start... See, the only problem with mix-matching some of these weapons is the reload times don't always work well together. And I think that's the problem you're going to have on this. Now, Fainter, I would definitely probably try to get rid of that Fainter and replace that with something else as soon as possible. So, I would go for all like Atomizer family or all Bendy Bullets family. And I think he would be okay there. But yeah, I would get rid of that Fainter if I could. So you've got 2 Hawanjis, a Gauss, and a Reaper on the Crisis. I think the Huanji's reload, I don't know, that's a little bit of a weird setup. I think I would try and work on getting matching weapons for that, especially when you have 4 of them. So drones overall look really good, except for your Skyros has this little guy here. I mean, that's okay, you know, it's good until you can get something else. But I would probably try and get a beak on there, or maybe one of those drones that heal you. The Persephone, or maybe a beak. Something like that. I mean, I assume you're probably playing a Skyros with Theseus, so you probably stay in the ball most of the time. I think a beak would be a really good one, or even a whiteout would be really good too. A whiteout would be beneficial to your teammates. Alright, so let's go over here. We got Drifter next. Drifter put in his ID. We'll grab him. I was not expecting the IDs to be coming this quickly. I really wasn't. The IDs are coming fast. Alright, Tree Butchers. That's an interesting name. Tree Butchers. Alright, so you're in Masters 2. Currently you have a decently leveled Rook with a Nessa Riggs and Avora. Alright, yeah. Not bad. I would probably work on getting that Veyron up a few levels. Gothic Mars with Fainters. How are those Fainters working out for you? I guess that would be the question. I mean, if you're like, I absolutely love these, cool, but I would probably try to replace the Fainters with something else. Every time I play them, I'm not really digging the Fainters anymore. So, Sonic Ravena, yeah, can't complain about that. That's a really nice setup. 2 Labrys and 2 Maze on the Typhon. I think the reloads might be a little bit weird on that, but I think those actually work together really well for the most part, so I think that's a good setup there. So you got Lynx with Redeemers, no complaints there, and Hazard Decay Fenrir. Looking at the drones, I mean, you got a nice setup, man. Nice setup. Personally, I don't prefer that drone here on the Fenrir, but hey, if it works, use it, right? I kind of like the beak. I feel like the beak keeps the Fenrir alive a little bit longer, but overall, that's a very good setup. You know, as hard as drones are to get and upgrade, it's kind of hard to say too much about people's drones because I realize how hard it is for people to get drones and get the currency to upgrade them, so. But yeah, overall, I like it, man. I think that's pretty good, Drifter. So, anybody who's spamming the IDs over and over, please don't do that. So, like, Andy, I see you posted that like 15 times there. Please don't spam it, bud. Okay, so problem is now I'm having a hard time figuring out who I have got and who I haven't so far. Now, if you post your ID and I don't see it, a few minutes later, go ahead and post it again, but please don't post it like over and over like that. Little says please something. I don't know what you're saying please for, unfortunately. Alright, so Robert, let's grab your ID. It's hard to keep up with the chat and do this, guys. It really is. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is paste that in there. Oh, I already got you. Never mind. Who's next? I already got Robert. Everton. Everton 24. Copy. All right, so Robot Slayer number 30. iOS player. Expert 2. Kraken Indra with nice weapons. So 2 Vajras and a Toa. Now I would probably try to get a 3rd Vajra or a Maha Vajra or whatever up there, but yeah, I mean, that's probably pretty good overall. I would prefer to have weapons that match a little bit better, but yeah, I know that'll work just fine. If that's working for you, definitely use it. Those weapon levels are a little bit low, so keep that in mind. Alright, so you got Skyros with the shield weapons. Sweet. That's a nice setup. You got the Bahu Lynx. Actually, you know what? That drone is pretty good for this guy, for the Armadillo. Because if you get enough beacons, the Armadillo will help you out. So that's actually not a bad choice. So Sonic Lynx with a whiteout. Pretty cool. They got Reaper Crisis. I think that's a Reaper. Yep, Reaper Crisis. Oh, one of those is a Prisma. I would try to get at least one more Reaper or replace them with something else. The Reaper reload time sucks, but they still do huge amounts of damage. So in my opinion, they're still really good weapons if you don't mind the long reload. Alright, so you got Sonic Scorpion with a Frankenstein build. So Ultimate Orkin does huge damage. Cudgel does great quick damage. And Havoc, yeah. You know, that works. That actually works, I would say. It's got to be a little bit weird, but I think it would work. It's probably not ideal on the reload times. That's the only complaint I would have is they're going to do weird stuff when they're reloading and certain things are going to be out of ammo and other things are going to be trying to reload. But if you play that right, I think that would do really good overall. And then you've got an Angler with a Claw, a Quarker, a Keysphos, and an Incinerator. So that's kind of a... I would probably try and get rid of the Claw. I would probably want to get rid of the Claw and put something else on there. Definitely level your stuff up a little bit more, I would say. Like a level 9 Skyros, not too bad, you know. I mean, your weapon levels are still a little bit low. I would be shooting to get at least everything up to level 8 or level 9. I think that's going to be your next goal, is make sure you get everything to level 8 or level 9. I mean, general rule is keep your weapons about 2 levels above your robot's level. You really don't want the weapons to be under your robots because a little more damage is a little more important than more durability. I mean, you have to have both. You need to have the durability and the damage, but generally you want the damage to be a little bit above the robot. But yeah, I mean, you got some pretty nice pilots on there for the most part. Overall, that's a pretty nice hangar. I think you can kind of fix a few things, but yeah, not bad. All right. Persanth, what's up, buddy? He wants me to check it out, so let me copy this. Again, I'm sorry if I miss anybody's ID. They are scrolling by quick, guys. It takes a minute to do one of these, and then the IDs scroll by, so yeah. It's hard to keep track of which ones I've got, and this is harder than I expected. All right. It's fun, but it's harder than I expected. All right. So you are in Champion. So you've got an Indra with a Vora and a Vajra. I don't know. I don't ever remember really trying that combination out before, but if it works, keep rolling with it. If not, try and get another one of the matching weapons there. So you got a Fainter and 2 Pulsars on the Mars. I think I would try to get another Pulsar up there. I would start building a Pulsar in the workshop. Personally, I don't think the Fainters are that good right now. You got a barrel drone on there. That definitely wouldn't be my first choice, but not a bad drone. I would probably work on getting a paralysis to put on there just because you want to be able to lock people down so the turret can get them. So I think I would work on getting a paralysis drone for this. That'll work for now. Alright, so we got a Fenrir with 2 maces and 2 hammers and a whiteout. Not too bad. I think I would prefer a beacon here over the whiteout, but that's a nice setup. Yep. Very good right there. I do think your weapons need to be leveled up a little more. I see Mark II bots, Mark I weapons. And I can understand why that's happening. It's much faster to level 1 bot than like 3 weapons and a bot, but... So you got a Lynx with 2 Cestus, excellent, and Reaper, Prisma, Prisma, Prisma. So you got 3 Prismas and a Reaper. If you like the Prismas, I guess get another Prisma to put on there when you can. You got the Lockdown. I might actually take that Lockdown drone off of here and put it onto the Mars. I mean, I don't think the barrel drone's really going to suit the Crisis unless a little fast robot runs up and gets close to you, but I think I would swap those out personally, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, overall, that's a really nice hangar, but yeah, I think you need to get your weapons up a bit. There's a couple weapons I don't personally care for, and yeah, Mark 1 weapons in Champion League is probably got to be a little bit rough. I mean, you really need to get your weapons and your robots up into Mark 2 levels for Champion League, in my opinion. So, Persanth, pretty cool hangar overall. Osek, okay, so RZ Xville wants me to do his. Let me grab that one. Sorry guys, yeah. This is I guess we're strictly just doing hangar reviews and not so much question and answer today. Next time I do one of these, I'll just say hangar reviews, not Q&A, because alright, let's check this out. What do we got? Android player. Masters 2. Oh crap. Hit the wrong thing. Alright, so we got a really awesome Aether Titan, except for the freaking Newtons will destroy you. My only complaint is Newtons will destroy you. They'll pick you up and you're done. I love it's still that's still one of my favorite Titan setups, but the darn Newtons destroy it. So right now I think you want to have a Newton, a Rook, or a Luchador because they're a little bit more survivable. But man, I love that setup. It's so good to play until the freaking Newtons come out. Those Newtons are ruining things. They really are. Alright, so you got Skyros with Sonic weapons and a scatter. Havoc. Oh, I'm sorry. Sonics and the Havoc. The problem is the Sonics have a really long reload, so your reload times are going to be all kinds of messed up with having that. Wait, is that? Hold on. Hold on. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Those are... What happened? What just happened? Oh, I went to the wrong hangar. Those are all Sonic weapons, aren't they? I'm having a brain fart over here. All Sonic weapons, right? Scatter, Devastator, Havoc. Havoc, Havoc, Havoc. Yeah. Okay, Typhon. You got Webbers. I don't know what to tell you about that. I hate the Webbers. I hate the Webbers. If they work for you, keep running them, but I can't stand Webbers myself. Those are just one weapon that I've never liked at all. Even when they first came out, I did not like them, so I can't say anything good about that, but if they work for you, keep doing it. I mean, they are Mark II. I mean, not my style. You got a Fenrir with Mason Hammers, Bernadette Wolf. Good setup. You got a Fafnir here with Blights. Yeah, or hazards. That's a very nice setup for a Fafnir. Personally, I would probably replace the Fafnir with something else unless it's really working well for you. Some people are still playing the Fafnirs and they love them, but most of us have a hard time playing the Fafnirs, so I don't think it's the best robot now, but it's definitely playable. Now, if you happen to have the traditionalist skill on it, then it's probably going to be pretty cool. So you got an Orochi with 2 of those big old boom boxers on there, so not bad. Not bad at all. I think the Orochi is a little bit too squishy for my taste. I would probably replace it with another robot myself, but again, if it's working for you, keep it. If you're good with it, keep it. But I like all of your robots, but I don't necessarily love the Orochi, and I don't like the Webbers. I'm not saying the Webbers are bad, I'm just saying I hate them. I just hate them. But that's just me, so. Alright, so again, let me try you again, buddy. But yeah, I think overall that's a pretty nice deal. Your Titan weapons are a little bit low on level, but yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I think you're giving me the wrong ID. Is that an O or a 0? That might be a 0 and not an O. Let's find out. Nope. For some reason, your ID doesn't seem to work. I don't know why, but it's not working, bud. That's really weird. Husam wants one, alright. Let me grab him. Miles, I think I missed yours. Man, this is so hard to get all these IDs. You guys are killing me with the IDs. Oh my god, look at this. Hold on. Look what happened. Oh my god. I accidentally went into a custom game. Let me get out of here. Oh, I messed it up. Alright, hold on, guys. Create a custom game. Invite by ID. Challenge. Alright. Let's see what you have. But yeah, if your ID doesn't work, I think you're giving me the wrong ID. I'm not sure else why that would happen. Alright, so your master's 1 player. So you got a Rook with Vaha and Mahavajras. Very nice. I would try and get those weapons leveled up a little bit more. They're at pretty decent levels, but I would at least try and get them all to like 15 or 20 if possible. So you got a Behemoth with Prismas. Hey, if that works for you, keep running it. Not a bad setup at all. Quicksand Ophium with Hazard, Deceiver, and Hazard. That seems like a pretty cool setup, actually. I like it. We got a Lynx with 2 Punchers. Not too bad at all. Punchers are great for up-close damage dealers. Suck at damaging people from a distance. But hey, as long as you're comfortable playing close, that's a good setup. So 2 Havocs and a Mace on the Ophion. Personally, I don't like that. You got one weapon with a fast reload and one with a long reload. So I would probably try to get all Havocs and all Maces or something. I mean, honestly, I think something with more range, like weapons that do good at 500 or 600 meters will do better for the Ophion than close-up weapons. It'll work. I mean, if you really like playing him up close, that'll definitely work. But I think I would change the weapons out to something that's better at range. I mean, you could build a couple of Pulsars in the workshop, or if you can get some of those the newer shotguns that just came out, or the new DOT or Rust weapons, that would be sweet on there. Or even like the blights, the radiation type of weapons. Those are really, really good too. So you got Retro Crisis with Reapers. So not bad. Not bad. I would try and keep leveling stuff up. I do notice some of your weapons are a little bit lower level than the robots. So I think you need to work on your weapon levels and eventually try to replace some of those basic drones when you can. I mean, everything else looks pretty good. I mean, that's not a bad hangar. Not a bad hangar at all. Alright, let me try this one more time. Yeah, that just doesn't work for some reason. Alright, repacks. Let me grab repacks here. So copy. Paste. I'm assuming that's you right here, right? The PC guy. Alright, so you're an expert 1. Wow, we've been doing this for an hour already. So Gothic Mars with 2 bendy bullets and a 3rd bendy bullet with the new Seeker drone. Looks pretty nice. We got Sonic Scorpion with Askar's Guard and no drone. You probably want to put some kind of drone on that. If you don't have anything, just buy a cheapie. It's better than, I mean, at least do something. Until you can get something better. Ah, we got Caffrey with the blights. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Stakes. Yep. We got Shatter, Fainter, Shatter. I would probably try and get rid of the Fainter and get another matching weapon for that if possible. Or if you can get one of the new DOT weapons to go along with that, that would be sweet. The problem with Fainter is it runs out of ammo so fast. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, that's not bad, honestly, if you want the little bit of a, like, DOT or whatever you get from the Fainter, but I think I would replace it. Also, I see a lot of your robots kind of have higher level than your weapons, so I would definitely work on getting some of those weapons leveled up a little bit more. But for the most part, for an expert hangar, I would say that's looking really good. A couple small changes here and there might be pretty nice. I mean, sometimes you kind of got to use what you got, but yeah. Miles, did I get you yet? I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, overall, that's a pretty darn nice hangar. I think it's pretty good. Especially for an expert player. I think you're doing good there. Wardlow. I don't know how to say that, but let's see what you got. All right, experts. iOS. All right, so you got a Harpy with Scorcher, Incinerator, Scorcher. I don't love those weapons, but they work on the Harpies, so I can't complain too much there. Nemesis with Mace and Mace. I'm not a Nemesis fan. The only reason I say this is I feel like Nemesis, it's really hard to find weapons that do much damage on a Nemesis. Like, if you were to get 2 of the brand new Rust weapons to put on there, I think that would be sweet, but what I do like about Nemesis is he's got a constant shield, but the problem is there's a lot of people running shield breakers right now because of the Dagon. It's not a horrible robot, but it's just kind of a so-so robot in my opinion. So I would probably think about maybe getting something else other than the Nemesis. And I'm not really sure those are the greatest weapons for him because those weapons do the most damage up close. I don't really feel like the Nemesis is designed to be a close range robot. I would want 500 or 600 meter range weapons on the Nemesis. Alright, so you got Reapers and a Gauss. I would try and get another Gauss for that guy. Besides that, it's looking pretty good. You got the Mark II Ochikochi with damper, needle, needle, and spike. I would probably say, honestly, I think that would work. Like, the needles have no reload, basically. So, yeah, that would be okay. Not bad. And we got a Typhon with Punisher Tees and an Atomizer. Personally, I think I would put another Punisher T on there or get all Atomizers. I don't think I would like the Atomizer because that's got a 10-second reload time. And that doesn't really have a reload, but it overheats. These shoot for a really long time, and that atomizer is going to be overheating and spraying everywhere. Well, those Punishers haven't even started to reload yet, so that's the only issue with that. Now, if you're at point blank, you don't have to worry about reloading the atomizer because when you're that close, who cares if they overheat? But I think I would go with another Punisher T over 3 Punisher Ts in the Atomizer personally, though. So I would say you need to work on leveling your stuff up a little bit. Again, try and get everything up to like level 8 or level 9 at least. Try and replace some of the crappier drones, some of the basic drones with nicer ones as you get a chance. But overall, I mean, it's pretty good. All right, hey Missy Scott, how you doing? All right, so let me grab these ones. We got. I'm sorry, I'm probably not doing everybody in order, guys. This is way harder than expected, so I apologize if I'm not doing this perfectly. Like I said, the comments are just scrolling on by, and it takes a few minutes to do each one of these. So yeah, this is not easy. It's not hard, but it's not easy. All right. I don't know which one of these is you. Make them sing or pilots. Yeah, I don't know. Crap. A level 27 account. I'm going to guess you're probably this one. Hopefully this is you. Maybe when you post your ID, let me know if you're Android, iOS, PC, just in case this pops up. Alright, Gothic Mars with 2 ballistas and a pulsar. Try to get 2 more pulsars. Al Quinn, you're going to want to replace that eventually. You're going to outgrow that robot. It's nice in the lower leagues, but once you start getting up into like Masters, Diamond, Expert, you're probably going to start having a hard time keeping that robot alive. You got 4 geckos. Those are interesting. I don't love the geckos, but I haven't played them in so long. I don't really know what to think about the geckos. I don't know if they're currently doing good or bad, so I can't really comment on the geckos. I don't know. Last time I played them, though, they didn't feel very good. So you got 2 spears and a viper on the shell. Alright, that's an interesting setup. A viper is really good. It does have a 10-second reload, which sucks. And spears don't have a reload, so yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I don't know if that would be like the ideal setup to run, but that'll definitely work. Now, I do see the Viper is only level 1, so yeah, you definitely want to level some of these weapons up a little bit, right? So you got Griffin. For Gold League, Griffin's great. Just remember that is a throwaway robot. You're going to replace him eventually. So I wouldn't really get him past like level 8 or level 9. You don't want to put too many resources into stuff that you're eventually going to replace. Damper, Pulsar, Cremola, and Gecko. So the Damper is a really good weapon. Pulsar is really good. Cremola is really good. And the Gecko, yeah, I'm not really sure. But I don't feel like those weapons are going to work super well together. So I would work on getting more matching type of weapons, I think. And now you got a frozen leech with a laser, 2 wasp, and a pulsar. I would probably try to get another pulsar to replace that laser. So you got a paralysis on the leech. That's actually a very good setup, I would say. No drone on this one. You got a reviver on the shell. I think revivers work best on robots that die really fast. I'm guessing your Alquin probably dies pretty quickly, so I think the reviver might be better on the Alquin. I think the Alquin could use the reviver more than the shell could. I think you probably can keep the shell alive longer than the Alquin, so that's just something I would suggest swapping there. Swap it out, try it out, and see how it works. But yeah, I mean, for a gold hanger, you can't complain too much. You got a Heimdall with retaliators. Eventually, you're going to want to replace the retaliators. They're not very good weapons at the moment, but in gold, they will definitely work. So, nice gold hanger. I mean, once you start moving up into the higher leagues, you're definitely going to want to replace some of this stuff. First Order Trooper. Alright, so let's get First Order Trooper next. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody's ID, guys. There's a lot of IDs everywhere. A lot of IDs everywhere. I'm going to have nightmares about the IDs. Alright. So you're Diamond 3. Oh my god, the IDs. Alright, so you got a Sirius. I actually like the Sirius Titan right now. You got a Voras, yeah. That's a nice setup, bud. You got a Yang Li pilot on there. Couple skills, alright. Cool. I would try to replace some of the skills with like the ones that give him more durability or more anything for durability or healing is really good on this robot. So you got a Riker. Eventually you're going to replace the Riker with something else that's a very fun little guy, and you can play that up in the Champion League, but it's not going to do very good in Champion League, but it's playable if you're super good with it. So you got a Dagon, amazing, Kefri, amazing, Typhon, amazing, Lynx, all amazing robots there except for the Riker. Alright, so you got a really interesting setup on the Dagon. You know, it's a weird setup. It's a Frankenstein setup, but I think all those are pretty nice weapons overall. So, yeah, I would say go with that. Get the weapons and robots leveled up a little bit more. Since you're in Diamond, I would say start working on getting everything. Try to get everything to at least like between level 6 and level 8. So you got a Cudgel, a Carmola, and a Scald. I don't think the Carmola is going to really work well with your other weapons, so I would probably try to replace the Carmola with something else right now. Carmolas are cool, but those aren't really the greatest. I mean, it'll work. If you don't have anything else, it'll definitely work for now until you can replace it with something better. But that wouldn't be my favorite setups. Now, Scald has a little bit of a longer reload time than I like, so I might replace that as well. If you can get some Mace and some Cudgels on the Kefri, I think that would be better. Oh, wait, never mind. The Scald is the light. Maybe go for another Scald. I think 2 Cudgels and 2 Scalds would be nice. I was thinking that had 2 mediums and 2 lights, but no, those are 4 lights. Yeah, Scalds have a really nice quick reload time. So I would say go with all Cudgels or 2 Cudgels and 2 Scalds if possible. Or 2 Cudgels and 2 Magnetars. That's another good way to look at that. Shatter, Damper, Deceiver on the Typhon. Yeah. Shatter, Damper, Deceiver. I think that's an excellent build overall. No complaints there. Except for the levels, they're all level 1, so that's not wonderful. So you got a Devastator and a Brissant. You're going to have some weird reloading issues with that. They're going to be reloading at different times. So one's got a fast reload, one's got a long reload. That's the only reason I have a complaint about that setup right there. So eventually replace the Riker, get some of those weapons leveled up, and I would probably do something about the Kefri's weapons. But overall, for a diamond hangar, I think that's going to be kicking some butt. So yeah, very good for diamond, but once you move up a little bit, there are going to be a couple things I think I would address on that one. What's up, Dark? No, that's DXXK or DXRK. It's hard to read. I need my glasses. What's up, Victor? All right, so we're gonna grab Victor. But again, I apologize if I miss anybody's ID. There's like I said, there's IDs everywhere. The IDs are everywhere. All right, where's the next one? Where's the next one? I'm having a brain fart. Why is it sometimes you can't kick people out of here? Let me kick that guy. All right, I guess I have to leave and go back then. Malfunction! Major malfunction! I'm having a major malfunction, everybody. Create a custom game. Invite by ID. There we go. Let's see what you got. Android player. Masters 1. All right, you got a really cool harpy setup. I like it. Again, your weapons are lower than your robot. Generally, they do say you should keep the weapons 2 levels higher than the robot if possible, or at least even. So you got Kefri with spears in the autopilot. Nice, nice. No complaints there. We got Typhon with igniters. Hey, if you personally, I don't like playing the Typhon with the igniters, but if you're proficient with that, it is an excellent setup. It's a little hard to play, I think, but if it's working for you, keep it. Igniters are actually great weapons. Titan's a great robot. Typhon is a great robot. I prefer to have some range on the Typhon instead of up close stuff, but yeah, if it works, go for it. Ophin with the shotguns and Spectre with the Yoji weapons. I'm not so sure what to think about the weapons there on the Spectre, but I mean, it's a pretty cool hangar for the most part. I would have to try that to really know how I felt about it. The thing I don't like about the lasers is they seem to overheat quickly and they seem to have a little bit of a reload, so that might be a really amazing setup, or I might just be like, nope, don't like it. But it's hard to know at the moment because I can't really try that to really let you know. So I don't know what to say about that one. But you do have the lockdown. I mean, if that locks, no, that's not lockdown. That's a beak. Never mind. That's a beak, not a lockdown. Got a barrel drone, a kestrel, and a lockdown drone there. So overall, I think you've got a very good setup. So I would definitely work on getting the Smutas and the Razdors leveled up a little bit. And the Maces here leveled up a little bit. I think those are the main 2 things I would focus on first, is leveling those weapons up. But yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Somebody had a Dagon. What Dagon? What's up, Ham? How you doing today? Crossfire. Crossfire, how's your day? Oscar. Copy. Let's grab Oscar. He says he's been here since the start of the stream. I apologize. Like I said, man, there's IDs everywhere. This is much more harder than I expected. I was not expecting this many people to be putting IDs in here. I really wasn't. I was thinking there would be more Q&A than Hangar reviews. All right. Bye-bye 978. You are an expert player. Okay, so you got a Sonic Skyros. Devastator Needle Havoc. All right. Can't complain there. That'll definitely work. You got 1 shield weapon and 2 Havocs. I think I would prefer to have 3 harpoon weapons overall, but that's definitely a nice setup for that. Cryo Needle Cryo. I would probably try to replace the Cryos. Needle, I don't think any of those are a great setup for the Scorpion. I would try and get some sort of shotguns or, sonic weapons, because with the Scorpion, you want to teleport in, do as much damage as you can as fast as possible, and then leave. So weapons that do damage quick is really what you want on the Scorpion. So I think I would try to change those out to something different. Those take, I think those do damage too slowly for the Scorpion to be used the way he's intended to be used. Next, we got Typhon with 3 spikes and an Orkin. Yeah, okay. Cool. We'll take it. That Orkin does huge damage. You got some nice up-close weapons. So if you're comfortable playing your Typhon up close, that's a really nice setup. I think that'll work really well, honestly. So Magnetar, Labrys, Magnetar, and Huracan on the Ochikochi. I keep saying Huracan because I'm used to Lamborghini Huracans. Okay, I would say Labrys is nice, but I think I would try to get 2 Pulsars or another Labrys. One or the other. Either way would work fine. I don't really like the Hurricane weapons. I would probably replace the Hurricane with something else for sure. So you've got 3 Cudgels and a Scald. Alright, yeah. I would probably prefer to have all Cudgels, but that's really not bad. That'll work. That'll definitely work. No complaints there, really. Alright, so Skyros, the weapons are a little bit low level. So for an expert player, it looks like some of your stuff is up to par, some of it's not, but I think you should try and really focus on getting all these lower level weapons and robots. Get everything up to at least level 8 at this point. Like your Skyros is a level 4. Yeah. Give everything leveled up and maybe kind of work on a couple of the things that I mentioned on the weapons there. Missy Scott says, thanks for helping Nightcrawler. Whatever he did, thanks Nightcrawler. I'm sorry, man. I'm not really able to read the chat, man. There's too many IDs coming in. Oh, man. IDs everywhere. IDs everywhere. All right, who's next? I'm probably missing some. I apologize, guys. So many IDs. This is very hectic and crazy and insane. And it won't let me kick him out again. There's just not a good way to do this, guys. Man. This is a rough Rough stream. Great squad. All right. Invite by ID. All right. Bestest leader, Android. So you're in Masters. You got Ochikochi with Cudgels and Mace. Perfect. All Magnetars on the Dragon. Perfect. Hazard, Blight Hazard on the Mugi. Nether with Needles. Lynx with Devastators and a Rook. Alright. Looking at the drones, I mean, you got beaks on most things. You got... I don't know. I don't know about the drone you have on the Dagon, but... if you're getting a lot of kills with it, that might actually be kind of cool. I might actually have to try that. I never really thought about trying that drone on there. That looks interesting. What's up, hater? Alright. You've got that on the Ochikochi whiteout. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, that's a really awesome hanger, I would say. You know, start leveling some of your stuff up a little bit more. Some of the weapons are at very low levels, but... yeah, your weapons need leveled up. I would say that's the main thing you want to work on is leveling up your weapons right now, because I'm seeing Mark II, level 9 and 10 robots, but, you know, like level 1 and 2 weapons here, level 1 and 4 weapons. Yeah, the weapons need some major work ASAP. But the hanger itself is overall really good. Not bad. Brendan says he put his ID. I don't think I see it anywhere, buddy. I don't see your ID, my man. Unless I already got it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Alright, where are we? I don't know who was next. I've lost my place wherever I was. Crap. Usam, didn't I already get you, my man? I could have swore I already did your hanger. Let me take a look, but I thought I already did yours. Maybe not. Alright, what do we got here? So you are in Masters. Alright, you got an Ophion with a interesting setup on it. Mace, Shatter, and Orkin. I think I would probably try to replace the Mace with another Shatter. Alright, Punchers on the Lynx. I would probably try to replace the Toxin with something else. So you've got Havoc, Scatter, Havoc. I would probably try to replace that with another Havoc if possible. I mean, overall, you got a really nice setup here. I see some of your weapons are in robots levels are a little bit low. Like you got a level 1 Ophion. That's not wonderful on the level. Some of those weapons are like level 3. So yeah, I mean, I think overall that's pretty darn nice. So I think I had one weapon suggestion there, and level your stuff up a little bit. I think those are overall good drone choices. The Ophion needs a drone, but I mean, not bad, you know? Your Titan, you got a Lantern, Tona Fulgur. I would probably try to replace the Lantern with another one of those, the Fulgur weapons, so. Overall, that looks pretty darn good, actually. Needs a little bit of work, but level things up a little bit, and that's going to be rocking and rolling. Oh, do my parents like the TV? Lil, yeah, I think they do, buddy. Thanks. All right, so Crossfire wants a review on his tanky hanger. Pilot Fenrir 1. I think I've seen you in game before, maybe. You're a champion player. Your name looks familiar. Alright, so you got a Falcon with shield weapons, right? Cool. Yeah, I like it. I might think about replacing the stake, though, with something else that does more damage. I would probably keep the 2 stakes on the back for the shield and put something that does more damage as the main weapon. Now, that depends. Are you running this as traditionalist? Either way, I think I would still do that. Retro Revenant, Hammer, Scatter, Scatter. Good setup. Reload is going to get a little bit weird, so I might think of replacing the hammer with another sonic weapon. Mace Puncher, Mace. I like it. Reload's a little weird between those 3 setups, but it works. So yeah, I would just say if you like that, leave it. Ravener with Havocs, very good. Cudgel Devastator. Personally, again, I don't like the way those interact with the reload times, but besides that, cool hanger. I might try to get a mace to put up there. I think it's called a mace, right? The big one? Cudgel Mace Hammer. I might try and get a hammer to put up there, I think. So you got a Luchador with Varons and Evoras. Yeah, that's a nice setup, my man. Looking at the drones, I see we got a stealth drone. We got a shield drone. Personally, I think I might change the drone on the Fenrir because that drone doesn't help you until you get a couple of beacons and a couple of kills. And the Fenrir is an overall slow robot, so I would try to get a beak. I would try to get a beak to put on there instead, honestly. I think it takes the Fenrir a little while to get a couple of kills or beacons saved up. So I think that drone's not really doing you a lot of favors because, yeah, I don't think I would run that one, honestly. That's really my major complaint is that drone on the Fenrir. I don't like it. All right. Copy. Philly Special. So we're getting DXRK. DRX. I can't read. I'm dyslexic. Either way, let's check out the hanger. All right. So you are a Champion League player. You got a Newton with some pretty nice setup there. Yeah. Mark III Ochikochi with... Uh-oh. Did my mouse battery just die? No? I don't know what happened. That was weird. Alright, you got shatters on there. Looks good. Deceiver, Splinter, Damper. Okay. We'll take it. You got a crazy setup on the Dagon. Damper, Blight. Labris on there. I mean, I don't really see any problems with this hanger, honestly. Everything is looking pretty good. Weapon levels are good. Robot levels are good. Titan's good. I mean, for the most part, those weapons all work pretty decently well together. Okay, you got Lockdown on the Ophion. That's a good choice. You got a Beak on the Imuki. Good choice. Beak on the Dagon. Probably a pretty good choice. And Kestrel's on the Ochikochi. So, I think if you can get the Hiroko drones, they would be a better choice for the Ochikochis than these. But if you don't have those drones, yeah, Kestrels or a Beak would be an awesome choice for the Ochi. So, overall, that's a very nice hanger, my man. It looks great, actually. Alright, Brandon. I see it, buddy. I see it, sir. Let's get Brandon's here. I see it now. Oh, you're an Amazon player. You don't see too many Amazon players. All right, so you're in Diamond. You're a Dimazon. A Dimazon player. All right, you got a Sirius. Lantern Avora. Well, I think that's kind of a cool setup. I might replace the lanterns with something else eventually, but not bad, especially for Diamond. Unknown Seraph, 2 hammers. I would prefer... Hammers are wonderful weapons. I love them, but I would prefer longer range. Something that does better damage, because hammers do the most damage at point blank compared to at 500 meters. So that would not be my top choice, because I want something that's really designed to do the most damage at 500 or 600 meters with the Seraph. Angler with Scald and Hammers. That's a very good setup. You got hazards on the Typhon. Very nice. Skyros with Igniter, Incinerator, and a Scald. I would probably try to replace the Scald with another Flamethrower if you like the Flamethrowers. Then again, I mean, that's not a bad setup, but not 100% ideal in my opinion to have those matched together. You got 2 weapons that you have to lead ahead with and one that you really don't so much, so that's going to make those a little bit weird right there. Scald, Decay, Blight. Scald, Decay, Blight. I would probably try to get rid of the Scald and get another Decay or Blight or whatever it is to put on there. Now, the main problem I see here is no drones, but, you know, as a Diamond player, you'll probably be fine without drones, but even if you just get some really lousy drones, they're at least going to give you a very small boost, right? Something's better than nothing. Now, if you did get some lousy drones, I don't think I would put too much resources into them because you're probably going to replace them eventually. But, I mean, overall, that looks great. You know, besides the fact that you don't have any drones, for the most part, that looks really good. I mean, that hangar, overall, you know, I made some suggestions, but as a Diamond hangar, that's going to rip some people up. Honestly, having on the Mark II stuff, you should probably be moving out of Diamond pretty soon. I imagine you're going to move up pretty quickly and get out of Diamond pretty soon because that's a pretty brutal hangar for Diamond. All right. Let's do another one. Unfortunately, our stream time is almost up, and I'm telling you guys, if I missed anybody's ID, I'm sorry, man. I was not expecting this many people to be posting IDs. I thought we would have a bunch of people asking questions and, you know, the occasional person saying review my hangar. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but yeah. This is really fun. This is really fun, but man, it's hard to keep up with it all. Alright, so you are a gold player with a Sirius, with a Vorus. Excellent. Atomizer, Fainter, Hurricane. Okay, your Typhon build needs some work. These mixed match monstrosity of a Frankenstein weapon build, I don't think a lot of those weapons really work well together. So Fainters, don't like them. Yojis, don't like them. Hurricanes, don't like them. Atomizer, love them. I love the Atomizer, don't really care for the other weapons you have on there. So I would work at getting like better matching weapons to put on your Typhon. So you got Quarkers. Quarkers are very nice. And you got lasers. I don't know. I would have to actually try that to be able to really comment on that. Huh. That might actually kind of work. That might actually work. I don't know what to think about that. I think that might be cool, but I would have to play that to know for sure. All right, so you got a level 1 Hades. You got to get that Hades. Like the Hades at level 1, yeah, needs some work. So you got Shredder, Chimera, and Shredder. Shredders are great for the lockdown. The Chimera, yeah, I would probably try and replace that as quickly as possible. I mean, I would rather have a Thunder or something. I don't know. I don't like that particular weapon at all. So Shredders are nice. Preferably, I would go with Magnetars over Shredders. If you can get 2 Magnetars and then like a Blight for your Hades, that is an amazing setup. It may not be Blight, but the big radiation weapon. You've got your Blights. There's so many weapons now, it's hard to remember which one's medium, heavy, and light. But you got your Blights, you've got your Decays, and you've got your, what's the other one? But the heavy radiation weapon and 2 Pulsars is like the ultimate Hades build right now. So you got an awesome setup on your Blitz. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I would say don't spend any gold until you get that last hangar slot open. It's very important to have all hangar slots. I mean, for a gold lead hangar, this looks pretty good. I mean, that's definitely... I don't think that's the right pilot here. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Yeah, you've got a... Wait a second. Is that pilot working? Wow. That's not grayed out. I wonder... That's interesting. Does that skill actually work for this guy? Because that's an Ochi-Kochi pilot on a Dagon. Weird. Huh. So you got a Theseus on a Blitz. Oh no, I guess I just don't see it as X'd out. So those legendary skills don't actually work for your robots, right? Now, I will say that though, having the wrong pilot on a robot is better than not having a pilot at all. But I would try to get matching pilots for the robots eventually. If you can, that makes a big difference, I think. But I mean, overall, that's a really good setup for the most part. I don't think I like what you got on the Typhon. I would definitely work on the Typhon weapons. Alright, so we've only got time for a couple more, guys. I apologize. Copy. My throat's killing me. I've had a sore throat for months. It's terrible. All right, so we got Diamond League player right here. So Afston, we're doing your hangar now. So you got a Nodens, Vadra, Avora, Lantern, and Fulgur. Okay. I would work on getting matching weapons for this because those weapons are going to be all kinds of weird together, I think. So you got a Griffin with 2 jaws, an Arbalest, and Arbalest. Unfortunately, I think I think this whole robot and weapon setup needs to be replaced. I mean, a Diamond is fine, okay? And Diamond is pretty fine, but I wouldn't put too many resources into those weapons or that robot. Panada, terrible weapon. Don't upgrade the Panadas. So Viper is really cool. Smoot is really cool. And Scald is really cool. But none of those weapons really work very well together. So Natasha is pretty much a replaceable robot. And so is Griffin. Now remember, you're a diamond player. So you're still in the lower leagues. So, you know. I don't expect most people in like diamond or lower to have a lot of higher end stuff yet. Sometimes you have to use what you currently have. Alright, so you got the angler with all needles and sticks. That's a great setup. So, Arbalist, Zeus, and Bane. Fainter, Labrys, Fainter. Quicksand, Labrys. So I like the Labrys. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't really... I think your hangar does need a lot of work here. I think your hangar definitely needs a lot of work here. So a lot of the stuff I said I don't like, I personally wouldn't put too many resources into those, you know. Play what you have for now because you do have to use what you got at times. But save the resources for when you get weapons and robots that are a little bit better. That's the way I say it. Alright, so please, those of you posting your ID like several times in a row, please don't do that. Don't spam the chat with IDs. I mean, everybody kind of is. Let me kick all these people out of my squad. Kick them all out. Lil, I didn't get your Titan. Are you sure? Sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna do like 2 more, and then I gotta go. Like most of you guys know, I got the autoimmune disease where my muscles and my my immune system attacks my body, and right now I'm starting to spasm up. And if I don't get up and move around pretty soon, I'm gonna lock up to where I won't be able to walk very well. So I'm gonna do like 2 more, then I gotta go. I apologize, but yeah. Once it gets to the point where I'm like feeling this bad, I gotta get up because yeah, it doesn't go well. Everything will start spasming and it's no fun. Missy Scott says, Danny. What's up, Missy Scott? Dr. Beast, thank you, buddy. Unfortunately, it's been this way for years and they can't figure out how to do anything for it, so it's terrible. Alright, so you're in Masters. You got a level 5 Indra with Vajras, and okay, that's great, but those things are pretty low level. Work on leveling those up. I would try to get another sonic weapon for this. I would try to replace the hazard with another sonic weapon, but honestly, that's not bad. You got a Dagon with... Okay, Magnetar, Trickster, Splinter. That's a cool setup. It's a monstrosity, but you know what? That'll definitely work on that crazy robot. Alright, you got the shield weapons. Nice. A Viper and a Brissant. I would probably try to get another Brissant or something. Viper is really cool. The only thing is you got one that reloads fast and one that reloads slow. So the reload times are not going to work well together with those 2 weapons. That's the only complaint I would really have about that. But both really cool weapons. You got the Crisis with the Reapers. So overall, pretty cool. I think you need a couple of tweaks here and there. Your Ravena could definitely use a pilot. I would try to get the Ravena Poe to get that 3rd ability. if you can get a Ravena Poe, that really makes the Ravena a lot better. You got some really nice drones for the most part, so I think you've overall got a pretty cool hangar there. Alright, I'm sorry guys, but this is going to have to be the last one here. If I didn't get your hangar, I really do apologize. I mean, it's amazing how many people are wanting hangar reviews. Way more than I expected. Alright, we got Free Palestine, which is a PC player. Or Palestine, I'm sorry. I think I said that wrong. Palestine? I think it's Palestine, right? I don't know. I guess I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm hitting the wrong thing. Alright, you are in Champion League. So you got an Ochi Kochi with the new weapons. Excellent. Another one with the new weapons. Alright, Deceiver, Tamer, Damper. I like it. Labris on the Ophium. That's a very good setup. Another Ochi Kochi. You got a... Okay. You're running 4 Ochi Kochis. I say change it all out or you're going to get bored. You're going to get bored playing the same thing over and over and over and over. 2 organs and 2 blazes. I don't think those 2 sets of weapons work well together because one set you probably have to lead ahead more than the other, so that's going to kind of make that a little bit weird. And then you've got the Newton with the Fulgur. Yeah, I mean, overall, you got an excellent hangar there. Personally, I don't really like what you've got going on with the Orkans and the Blaze. I guess I would have to play that to know for sure how it worked, but I know for a fact though, if there's a really fast moving target, you're going to have to lead ahead way more with the flamethrowers. Then more likely the blazes aren't going to, I mean, more than likely the Orkans won't be hitting the target. So that's a little bit weird. But unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry, but I have to get going here. I need to get up and move. I'm just, I got to get up and move and do something and get some other stuff done here. But, wow. I really wasn't expecting this many people to want reviews. And I'm so sorry if I missed your ID, guys, but it's just, there's so many IDs and only so much time to do this. And like I said, I'm going to have nightmares about ID after ID after ID popping out. And like, oh my God, IDs are everywhere. This was extremely fun. I really did enjoy it, but I do really apologize if I missed anybody. I'm so sorry. There were so many of the things. It was impossible to keep up with it all. So, but guys, I got to get going. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Amazing. But I got to go. Have a wonderful day. I'll be back on Thursday and Saturday for gameplay streams. Hope to see you guys there. You guys are super amazing, and we'll catch you next time, all right? Lightning out. See ya.